Do people even get home inspections on mobile homes? And should you spend the money to get one before you buy your next mobile home? That's what we're going to cover today, home inspections. My name is Mark. Thank you so much for taking time into your busy day to come learn about home inspections here. What we do here on this channel is we want to make sure that we're bringing the most content out on the entire YouTubes about mobile homes and manufactured homes. There is a ton of information that just never gets talked about, and we want to make sure that all of you folks who are part of the mobile home dealer community are getting up to date with the most information so that you can be the best informed buyer when it's time to buy or sell your mobile home. So with that being said, welcome to the Mobile Home Dealer channel. And if you haven't yet subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button below. We will greatly appreciate it, as this information needs to get out to as many people as possible. So with that being said, let's get into it. So home inspections, okay? You can get a home inspection on a mobile home. You sure can. You can do it a couple of different ways. Most home inspectors will offer two different types of home inspections. And this is where you want to grab your notebook, guys. You can either get a home inspection like a regular one, okay? Or you can get what's called a 4 points home inspection. Now, the 4 points home inspection is going to be a little bit different than your regular one. Your 4 points is going to test the 4 points of the hurricane tie downs that you have on your mobile home. So other than the obvious reasons of making sure that your home is not going to fly away, God forbid there's another hurricane here, it is important that you get that done, because if you're looking to finance or insure your mobile home, nearly every insurance company and financing company is going to need that 4 points home inspection. Okay, so again, you can do it as a regular one or as a 4 points. Now, let's talk about cost. Cost is going to vary, okay, for a regular home inspection compared to a 4 points. Usually the 4 points is going to be a couple $100 more than your regular home inspection. I would say right now, at the time of this recording, you're probably looking somewhere around $300 to $600 for a home inspection. Now, that is from a certified home inspector who can do a home inspection on mobile homes. Okay, that's not from your buddy Billy down the street who just says you can go ahead and do a home inspection. No, this is from a trained professional licensed with the state that you're buying your home in, and they will be able to provide this laundry list of a report. Okay, so somewhere between $300 to $600. It varies quite a bit depending on what area of the country you're in. But you want to make sure that you're looking at getting the home inspection and the 4 points. So now let's talk about what you're going to find in a home inspection. Okay, it's going to vary quite a bit, but keep in mind, folks, you have got to have proper expectations. Home inspectors are trained professionals. They're licensed usually by the state they work in. So more than likely, they're going to find something that could be fixed or that might be a problem, okay? So you want to make sure that you have proper expectations. If you're buying a home in an area such as the Gulf Coast of Florida, the vast majority of homes here are going to be mid-70s to early 80s models. Okay, now I stress that with proper expectations, because if we pull ourselves out of the manufactured home space where you're a buyer or a seller and just put yourself in kind of just practical, everyday common sense, if these homes are 50 years old, more than likely they have been in the exact same spot that they are currently in when they left the factory. So after 50 some odd years, I don't know, dozen or so owners, how many hurricanes, how many tropical storms, how many super hot summer days, you get where I'm going? There is going to more than likely be a problem with the house. Okay, I'm not trying to ruin the dream or kill the fantasy, but there probably is going to be a problem with the home. Okay, very seldomly have I ever seen a home inspection go through in a 50 to 60-year-old mobile home with there not being any problems. If you are a home inspector, or if you have received a home inspection that has been perfectly perfect, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, as I would be more than happy to talk to you about exactly how did it get to be perfect. So you need to make sure that you look at what the problems are on the home inspection and weigh them to see if they're going to be a major problem. Okay, so Mark, what do you mean a major problem? Okay, I want everything to be perfect. Well, I do too. But the reality is you're more than likely going to have some small problems. Okay, it is not uncommon to have a few electrical outlets that don't work. It's not going to be uncommon for there to be a comment about the carport. Maybe there's a pinhole and a leak in the carport, okay? Other small things, there might be a problem with the door. Sometimes doors are replaced by folks throughout their ownership, and they don't put the right size of doors on. So when you open up the door, it drags on the floor a little bit. A lot of times home inspectors will flag those things. A runny toilet, you might just need a flapper or something, or a new handle or something like that on there. So again, a lot of times things that'll come up aren't that big of a deal. So don't get too concerned with it. And again, I stress proper expectations. So I hear what you're saying. Okay, Mark, I'm going to go in there cool as a cucumber, but what is something to be concerned about? Well, here we go. These are the things that I've talked about in other videos, and I've harped on them over the last several months with educational videos. You really want to be concerned with your home inspection about the roof. Get the rundown on the roof, okay? Home inspectors are usually going to take photos of the outside of the roof. Don't get so concerned of if it's a pretty looking roof or not. Make sure it actually keeps you dry, okay? If you know that it has a transferable warranty, maybe the owner that you're buying the house from just replaced it, make sure you have that warranty information provided to the home inspector. So make sure you get the rundown of the roof. Make sure you get the rundown of the AC, okay? If it's central AC, is it an old AC? Is it older than, did it come over here with the Mayflower? Okay, how old is this thing? And is going to keep working. Get information on that AC unit. Window units, okay, or mini splits, a lot less complicated and a lot less expensive. So I wouldn't really put a lot of weight in what the inspector says in the AC units. If they are that. If they are essential AC, focus on that. Next thing, make sure you get an updated information on the panel, the electrical and the electrical panel, okay? That can be kind of pricey, a few $1,000s at least. And the last one, make sure you get an update on the plumbing. Does it have gray piping? Does it have PVC? Is it half PVC, half gray piping? What's the deal? That's going to be an expensive fix, okay? So in quick review, you want to make sure you get the full rundown from the inspector on the roof. What's going on with it? The central AC system, what's the age? Does it blow cold? The electrical panel, what's the scoop on it? Give me an age. And the last one is going to be the plumbing, okay? Is it PVC? Is it gray? Is it a mixture between the two? What's going on with that? Those are going to be your 4 main things that you really want to focus on when you're looking at a home inspection and how to read a home inspection. Okay. Now, last but not least, let's talk about what you're going to do, or what could you do if you find something on the home inspection that you don't like. Okay. Well, the first thing, obviously, is you don't have to buy the darn house, right? If it comes back and it looks like my 7th grade math worksheet, okay, and it's got all types of red pen all over it, you don't have to buy it. Okay. You don't really have to buy it. If you have a purchase agreement, there's probably a clause pending inspection. So I really want to get that caught up on having to buy the house. Okay. So you can always walk away. If you don't like it, you can always walk away. The next thing, though, is you want to look at it again with the proper expectations that we talked about earlier in this video. You want to make sure that if it's a small thing, nickel and dimey thing, kind of roll with the punches, okay? Just do the best you can to roll with the punches. And here's why. The vast majority of used mobile homes are going to be sold as is, where is, with absolutely no representations or warranties at all. So essentially what you see is what you get. Okay, so you have to make sure you understand that even when you start going and getting a home inspection. The thing is, though, that if it's a major home issue, like a roof, like an AC, I have never, after selling several hundred mobile homes, I have never seen a seller go and actually fix anything. Okay. Now, what you can do, though, is you can ask for a price concession. Okay. That's a fancy way for saying, hey, seller, there's your AC is blowing and it's going to cost me $5,000. Well, you take $5,000 off the price. Most sellers are going to be understanding of that, especially if you have a home inspection to provide them, and they'll be able to, kind of negotiate. Okay. But always, 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 don't expect the home inspection to come back perfect without any issues, and don't expect a seller who's selling a home in as-is condition to fix anything. If you go into that with that proper expectation, that there probably is going to be something wrong, the seller is probably not going to fix anything, you are going to be able to maximize the ability of that home inspection, not only for your benefits, you know what's going on, but so the sale can go through without any issues. So I hope that's been very beneficial for you. Am I a fan of home inspections? Yes, yes, yes. Always look at getting a home inspection, assuming you have the proper expectations with it. So if you found any benefit with that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like the video, share it, send it to your grandmother. Your dog wants to watch it too. I'm sure he's got a YouTube account. Get him on board. And thank you so much for joining the Mobile Home Dealer. My name is Mark. You've been with us. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, we'll see y'all on the next one.